be an Alchemist and Mikoto Bat. We've been seeing this hero banned quite a bit, even in like the first.
I mean, this hero is still good, right? I mean,
this hero feels pretty crazy potentially.
Some of the nerfs, so to speak. A lot of them felt like buffs, right? So more damage on the old Firefly. You get some movements, but like, what's going on here?
This hero does absurd damage.
Yeah.
Like you don't really need your sticky too much to actually farm neutral camps anymore. You actually just need like one sticky stack or two, and then Firefly just provides all that damage since it's gotten buffed and buffed and buffed. You're fast too. Sure, you don't get Firefly movement speed, but you're 330 now. One of the few.
And when you sort of look at this game, is this a game where, Bat, Mikoto, if he's off to a hot start in the mid, is he going to sort of have the freedom to just kind of run around the side lanes, run around heroes? Like, how well can Extreme Gaming deal with a Bat that gets out of control if Mikoto has a hot start?
They could struggle. They absolutely could. It's just the potential is are they going to be able to get that big group up, that death ball with like pipes, crimson, etc., or is Mikoto, Disruptor, Bloodseeker, and everything going to start splitting stuff up?
Be a bit careful there.
Give some respect to this Batrider.
I was going to say, yeah. He's keeping it cool. As cool as he can until the Firefly is in there soon.
He could definitely pop off. I mean, we've seen Mikoto do that quite a bit of times. Like his laning phase is usually pretty damn good. Sometimes a little volatile in the mid game and stuff like that. But that's like a Talon specialty, It's just thriving off chaos. And this is definitely one of those drafts that could just thrive off chaos if they don't get Deathballed.
For sure. I mean, they got a Bloodseeker at the center of it all. The perfect carry to survive in chaos.
Yeah, I like the point that Brian made quite a bit. I mean, of course, he's like the carry player guy. So the Bloodseeker versus Underlord matchup, it's about getting ahead so that you can actually push this Underlord out of lane. Because if Underlord, he gets ahead, he gets Vanguard, and you don't have that phase, that Javelin into that Maelstrom, etc. relatively early, you might just struggle to actually stay in this lane.
I think overall it's just going to be a tough lane for 23.
It should.
I don't think it's going to be easy for him to sort of get the lane in a position or sort of CS against JT to stop JT from getting these fast items. JT's he's going to hit his item timings down here.
No, absolutely agreed. Especially because it's also Rubik behind. Fade Bolt, like you have to always add these things together, right? It's the atrophy, the Fade Bolt, this damage reduction. It does add up when you are playing versus this kind of stuff as a Bloodseeker. You're one of those like high agilities, of course.
Absolutely. And meanwhile, on the top side of the map, what are we expecting to go on here? Who's having a happier time? Going to be a hard start for Jabs?
It should be pretty tough for Jabs, for sure. This is a very strong lane.
We have to turn with the concoction and the acid spray. Ghost is going to end up ticking pretty low. He's got the stick charges.
DY's got him.
And Jabs, on the other hand, does not have anything to save himself. As first blood goes to DY, Jabs definitely, it's not going to be an easy lane. So far, how many CS? Just 5 CS so far. Oh, Q.
Ghost should be all right.
But he's on Ghost.
They're low. I mean, that's also the one thing about the Bloodseeker where it's going to depend on those other lanes of how much he's able to get down here versus these two. Is Ollie. Blood Grenade. Didn't quite finish him off. Yeah, we'll see how much that effect has onto 23's farm and the way he's able to get aggressive with these heroes staying low. Paparazzi, once the levels start building up on the Dragon Knight, should be able to hold his own overall versus Batrider unless he missteps and Oto's just able to like knock him back and stuff.
Yeah, so far, 17-3 against the 17-1. He's doing fantastic. Is this expected, or is this Paparazzi sort of playing very, very well?
First few levels for sure for the Bat are a bit weaker. It starts to build up pretty oppressively, but it's all depending on how you play around the stacks. And Paparazzi, he does the stick straight into boots, so you've got ways to play around, and you can just stun him.
I think a bit of an unfortunate play there from he sort of telekinesis 23 down into that sort of lower part, and that sort of allowed him to chase him a bit easier than rather have to go around and follow his own route. Gave him a bit of a shortcut to taking him out. So, well, 23's happy with that one.
Yep, definitely an important one. Levels down here are super important to be able to try to push JT up pre-Vanguard.
Yeah.
And looking at their draft order, there's a lot of damage mitigate. There's a War Cry that comes up from Sven, Fade Bolt, Atrophy, even Fire from the Dragon Knight. There's so many ways to just limit this physical damage that can come out from the Bloodseeker.
Exactly. Well, DY, Decrepify off. Stun comes in from Ghost. DY will be able to throw another blast down, and Q. He's got the Fairy Fire. Stun in a few seconds. Spike Carapace is back up. We'll save him, and Stun is going to be there if he needs to throw that out the way of Ghost, and as it is, he does not. Ghost will not be able to chase him down anyway. But indeed, there's a high chance that there could be these sort of mid-game fights where when the auras are there, XG, they're kind of sitting at all at high HP. It's not going to be easy for 23 to pop off in the mid-game fights.
They can't actually persist. There's an 11-1 charge up on Underlord.
Jab and Q, they're going again. But DY is going to be ready to turn with the blast. He's able to Decrepify, walk away from Q. Jabs goes down. I mean, Ghost and DY, they're playing this really nicely here with the Sven Pugner. Just tripping up Talon on these attempts to get kills. Back down bottom, 23. Oh, gonna be able to pick up the courier as well.
Nice. He needs that.
A couple of times now, Kaka's getting caught out and getting run down by 23. And it's definitely hurting this bottom lane for XG.
It definitely matters because of, like, yeah, it's like jabs, you know, they're making these plays top to where they're not getting the kills, but they're putting heroes low. I mean, 23, he's race carring.
Yeah, 20, he's like, guys, keep doing it up there. Keep getting in, keep going. It doesn't matter if you die. I'm having a brilliant time down bottom.
Yeah.
He's absolutely telling them that. 2 kills so far in the Bloodseeker.
Cause chaos. That's the, I mean, that really is the Talon specialty, I feel like. Most games, but especially this game. You have to prevent XG from going for this massive death ball. Kaka making his way toward top Q, could be in some trouble.
Double over the 3 of them. See jabs, it's gonna focus the way of Ghost. Q's able to get the spike carapace and the stun off onto DY. DY still finds the kill. They can go for jabs as well, definitely a bit tougher.
Yeah.
Starting to run low, a bit low on the mana, and Ollie, he's actually turned up with a rotation. Has got a man going a glimpse if he wants to try and make a play for Ghost. He will.
They're gonna try.
Glimpse is there, the drag back Ghost to put the war cry, get back under the tower. The acid spray and concoction is there. They've got enough right to take down. He's back under the tower, he's salving up. Ghost will survive.
The counter, there's acid spray, but there's a war cry. It gives you way more armor, and acid spray was, of course, nerfed recently mid.
They're trying to make an effort onto Paparazzi, but he's not an easy kill to get. He's been farming very, very well, and if anything, he's having a greater time. Now he's hit the 6, he's ready to turn with the help of Kaka.
Kodo.
As Kaka had a tough time down bottom, but he's coming over towards the mid. He's looking to set up for kills. They'll get the last touch in on him, Kodo. As Paparazzi able to take him down. Q turns towards Kaka with the help of Ollie. They'll get him, but see if they've set up for another kill for Paparazzi.
Refire.
Chase, he's gonna get it. I mean, he's having a great start on this DK. Did not suffer at all in the bat matchup. 40 and 12 on the CS against the 41 for 1. And now he's picking up these kills in the mid. 2 kills on Paparazzi here.
Literally the most, him and the Underlord, I feel like, are the most important heroes to have this type of early start for them to get that death ball going so they can just easily push down these towers and stuff like that. But 23, he is still holding his own. This is the important thing. Phase boots are done, and he is relatively close to that javelin. JT has Vanguard, but Mikoto, he's going to come down and try to get this kill to enable 23.
TP's coming in.
You save him.
I mean, Kaka's going to be in with the backup, and JT, he's just going to TP out. So unfortunately for Talon, a failed attempt there from Mikoto coming in and using the lasso. They barely even get him to half HP fold.
Yep, and 7 minutes of hit. So you see XG, they have a bit of a laning advantage coming out here. They're going to grab both Wisdom Runes. Kaka, I'd imagine, is going to walk over and get the secondary one, too. 5 to 3. Lane's very important with this type of setup, as we've seen.
Yeah. Fun start so far from both sides, and nobody getting left too far behind. Even Jabs, who had sort of the tougher time up top, still getting the CS.
Yeah.
And as an Alchemist, with that inbuilt, innate Greevil's greed, he's definitely going to be keeping up on the net worth.
And let's see what he builds.
Oh yeah, still yet to see.
That's going to be the curious thing.
I mean, Vanguard first. Sure. Anything kind of cool you can do with the Vanguard that maybe sort of a route that an Alch wants to go down in terms of items?
I mean, eventually maybe just disassembles into a pipe or something this game. I'm assuming maybe. I mean
pipe would be kind of good this match.
It definitely feels good this game. Versus like the Underlord and stuff like that, just to tank up your heroes. But we'll see, because it's Jabs, so he might just queue up Radiance.
I hope so. I want to see the greed, Jabs. Let's go.
Honestly, like, who knows really with Talon sometimes. All about causing chaos. Top Jabs. Fine, they're going to turn for Ghost.
Ghost is he's a tough kill. Really, really tough one to take down with just the 2 of them. They need a +1, and even then, even coming in with like the backup of Ollie as well on the Disruptor. This stage, when they don't sort of have the ults, of course, it's still early days. He's not going to kill the Sven.
No.
He's going to back off, and he's just going to farm some neutrals away from the lane. He knows there's a fair bit of attention coming his way, Ghost.
It's so nice now. The cleave is actually just so absurd.
It is. I mean, well, level 1, you already get straight up, what, 40%?
Yep. Look at this, 80%
pretty much double,
cleave.
right? Yeah, well, it used to be 25.
Yep. It's so valuable, because even in the past, I mean, this is ages ago, of course, but people would like to skill stats sometimes on Sven. Now it's like you just get strength. You get, you get literally
I gotta say, I feel like that's... I mean, why is that?
It's so strong.
No, but why is that there? It's just such a weird thing to add to the skill. He gets, he gets 2+ strength. Well, 4+ strength. Oh, wow, he gets 8. I mean, it's something, but it feels like, you know, someone threw that and they were done with the patch. They were like, we need to buff Sven. I just give him some extra strength on his passive.
I mean, how much do you see Sven lately before this?
I know, absolutely, he needs it. But, you know, it just feels... It's a weird... Yeah, put some strength on his cleaves. 1. Okay.
Paparazzi's got Blink. They've got ways now to really pressure the map, grouping up. around this Underlord, who's also very beefy, holding onto a healing Lotus.
I mean, that's what we're seeing sort of already. You know, Talon, they're trying to make moves top. Because, you know, where else do they look to go? You know, they want to try and get something. They want to try and take something away from XG at this period of the game where XG is starting to get all the tools together to build towards this 5-man. But where do they make the moves, Talon?
And not easy to kill Ghost. Like, these two supports show up here.
They can't. Because level 8, Ghost he's chilling.
They didn't get Wisdom Runes on the supports, so they're not going to be 6 for quite some time, so the damage is just not really going to be there provided from them. They need the Bat. If they want to go for this kill on Ghost, you need the Batrider or the Bloodseeker in order to provide that.
They really do. And it feels like they need it soon, because he's kind of falling behind. Again, you look sort of through the difference of him and Paparazzi right now. Paparazzi storming ahead.
Absolutely.
It definitely feels like XG, they're going to get this group up push going pretty soon, and Talon might struggle to stop it.
Ollie. They got the blink. Paparazzi's on him. Easy kill.
It feels like they can do this. And
they have ults too. They have Dragon Form DD. This tower's in trouble.
How do you punish this if you're Talon? Is he just sort of farm up? Just avoid, farm up, try and get as efficient as you can on your Alchemist and your Bloodseeker, and just don't show where the 5 heroes of XG are.
Yeah, I don't think Jabs. I was going to say Jabs is probably the one that wants to go there to potentially try to help it, but he's low mana, low health as well too. He doesn't actually have the potential to go mid. So yeah, this tower's just done. XG, Death Ball's kicking in very early here.
It just, very few kind of openings in this sort of strat from XG right now that the Talon can punish. You know, you're either fighting into 4 heroes of XG or you're trying to dive and kill this Sven top. Neither is easy for Talon.
The important thing for Talon is, though, that 23 is having a very good start still.
Yeah.
And they are going to get a pick off here. A nice one.
Will they? He might be fine.
Just kidding.
Gonna be able to turn. They take down Ollie.
That's a last.
Can't even get the Pugner. I mean, real struggles here for Makoto. He just can't. Like, who does he go on? What does he do? It's definitely, he's just got to be a distraction at this point. Sure, he's not getting kills. Just go in, do something, make space for the Bloodseeker and the Alchemist. It feels like Talon's only way out of this early game. Right?
Yeah, it's just going to be get the farm. They just have to split up the map and avoid the Death Ball for the most part and not get picked off. And we see Jabs. Yeah, he's feeling it too. What do you think he's got queued up on?
Is it Midas?
It's Radiant.
Oh, it's the Radiant. I was hoping for the Midas into Radiant, you know, the true despair build, but... we'll be getting the Radiant straight up.
I don't think they're at that full despair just yet. It means doing it.
It is an out lineup that's 3k behind, which never feels great. You want to be the one. Sure, it's off.
It's an off lane.
And but once he's got the Radiance, recovery's going to begin.
Yeah,
that's what I've been telling my teammates.
But XG, they're not going to let them really recover too much because it's immediately just run to towers right away. You don't even need a kill. Just walk to these towers, and Talon, they need a lot more time before they can fight into all this. And it's just going to get scarier and scarier because JT, his item time is going to start getting hit. He can go for the pipe. He can go for all these auras, Crimson Guard, etc. And it's really going to limit so much out of the side of Talon.
They're going to be very beefy.
Yeah, and they can stay on the map with DY too because they have a Pugna, so they can just, you know, give them the health, give them that regen, of course, from that life drain constantly to be on the map.
And I guess one of the struggles that Talon also is having to deal with at this point in the game is their supports. They hate playing against this kind of style of gameplay that XG is bringing them right now, right?
Nyx. I was like, you know, when we were talking backstage and we're like looking at the Nyx pick earlier, and we're like, DK and Underlord, these two heroes thrive playing versus Nyx because it forces your team to group up. What does Nyx hate playing against? Group up. And yeah, we're seeing them, they're pairing together, looking for kills, trying to shut down Jabs. They're even rifting in, Bean's gating in, Jabs. Oh, can't get away.
He's trying to use the gate to his own benefit, but unfortunately no way out for Jabs. Did get his relic picked up.
Sure did.
You know, steps being made towards the Radiance.
Sven's getting very good item time.
This Sven's going to be massive, yeah.
He's free farming, and he's
nearly level 12.
He's one of the best heroes also of killing something like an Alchemist. He just eats right through you. Super fast timings.
How impactful is this Bloodseeker going to be? You know, 23, when he's got his Maelstrom and the BKB done, can they then look for fights, or is it still going to feel kind of tough for Talon?
Honestly, it's still probably going to be kind of tough until he has something like the Shard timing after that, too. Because the Shard, I think, is going to be one of the big things that's going to provide him kill threat versus these triple tanky cores. But even then, not going to be easy because they're building for themselves. That's sometimes the issue is like this Alchemist, it's going to take him like 1 or 2 more items where he actually feels like it's like, okay, we have an off-lane Alchemist, not a carry Alchemist and a carry Bloodseeker. We'll have to see what Jabs looks to do afterwards, how it's going to end up working out. And right now, XG just has full control of the map. Ollie, he just hits level 6. It's 13 minutes in. This is the effect of not getting those Wisdom Runes, losing the lanes. And next Wisdom Rune, looks like they should at least, Talon should get theirs this time around, but the secondary one will be taken by XG.
Sure. And sort of the status of the game for Makoto as well. I mean, can they look to make moves kind of himself and Ollie, look for some sort of static storm setup, go for a play with the lasso, or does he just need to AFK farm his BKB?
I think he needs to AFK farm BKB. They have so much stun, so much control, so much magic damage that'll just go through from. It definitely does feel difficult.
Q,
he's scouting
things out.
Sentry,
but they see him. And as you say, this is the struggles of playing Nyx against this lineup that XG responded to the Nyx Assassin pick with.
It's even if you catch somebody, it's like, who are you going to kill? You're not going to kill a DK. You're not going to kill an Underlord. You're never going to kill a Sven. You're going to catch supports, but these supports, they're actually having such good games that they're getting tanky. Taka, he's going for Vessel. They'll have more answers.
Paparazzi, he's going to get the jump on Ollie.
Brutal.
Be able to pop the stick charges, but Kaka, he's in with a finisher.
I mean, that's fine to secure as a Rubik in most games, of course. In this one especially, because he almost has Vessel. So he's going to have Vessel versus Bloodseeker and Alchemist very early on in this game.
Makoto's trying to go for him.
The numbers
but
are here, though.
I think he's suddenly decided against that, Makoto. He's on the retreat now.
Got the Fiend's Gate even coming in. They'll get the catch Q again.
Oh, he came over Q. Has he got any way out of this? He's got another stun. They found him. Duster's there. DY finishes him off. Another kill here for XG.
DY is owning. He's 4-0 and 4. He's got Arcade Boots, soon a Glimmer Cape, and the cool thing about Glimmer Cape now, especially with Life Drain, is they fixed because Magic Resist used to reduce how much you healed with your Life Drain. Now, if you actually get Magic Resist, it doesn't matter. You're still going to provide that same Life Drain. This hero is definitely going to be, pretty good on the rise. And Makoto!
Oh, my goodness, he's out of there. They need everything they can get right now, Talon. Jabs he's got his Radiance done.
Okay, but
so now the farm begins. The recovery can begin to be planned.
Oh, he just got broken twice, though. No.
Oh, that Greevil's gold.
And Kaka, he's actually vendetted.
Oh, extra bit of a punch there. I mean, Jabs
friend.
Out of mana.
He's got friends.
So that he's got the stick charges. DY, he's in, and JT, he'll be the one to take the kill probably. Yep, he'll have that one. Firestorm down, Jabs is gone.
And JT, look at his itemization. It's, as you said, the Vanguards, it's so easy to just disassemble them, go for any type of build. He's got Pipe, the group up, 6k lead, on to the next tower. Paparazzi, soon BKB. Map is quickly shrinking for the side of Talon.
I mean, again, just sort of emphasis on how well XG
they're playing just good today.
And in the draft, right, they saw the opening 2 picks, show you 2 supports. And again, this is what Disruptor and Nyx hate the most. And we're seeing exactly why. Very little things that Talon can do right now. Watch XG just take over the complete game.
Can they punish Ghost down here? He is a bit isolated. This is a pretty good kill.
Oh,
well, is it?
Well,
if they can get it.
It's a bit awkward now. Their backup's coming in. They get the stun up and the heal there. DY is keeping Ghost alive. Jabs, he's dead.
They got Ghost.
They got Ghost.
All right. All things considered.
3 heroes for it, though. It's something.
It's something.
You know, in a game where not a lot has been able to be found here by Talon, it's a tough game.
It's that's the best opportunity they had, though, right? It's like, oh, we found him alone, but there's an Underlord. There's just the gate. They all just appear on top, and he almost actually survives. If DY has Glimmer, I think he lives. He's very close to it.
Yeah, that's a report for the Pugner. Where's your Glimmer?
I think it's coming.
DY, come on. You're only 5-0-6. Play hard.
Died earlier. He's owning. Don't
you know he is.
You dare hate on D1.
They had a really nice lane top, honestly. Pugner, Sven. I feel like not necessarily a lane you expect to be expect, but this game it really was.
It's really good. Honestly, I think Pugner's
just really nice.
Pugner's going to be massively on the rise. This hero's insane right now.
And we'll see it again. Just every attempt here from Talon trying to take down Ghost, and they succeed. But Jabs dies. 23 dies.
And Owen. They have Rupture on Kaka. Spirit Vessel plus Rupture on this Rubik. They're just looking for kills everywhere.
They're just roaming the map here. Extreme Gaming.
Nobody is safe on the side of Talon. Makoto, still no BKB. They're stalking him. Can he get away?
Look, he's having Invis Rune on us.
Makoto! He gets caught!
He should be fine.
He used his TP already. But they're going to get JT out of it. JT in the mid lane isolated.
Are they? It's taken him a long time. He's still alive.
He's gonna live.
He's actually gonna live.
Oh my god.
I mean, they just threw everything. And the kitchen sink, and the neighbor's kitchen sink, the whole town's kitchen sink. They threw all at JT, it didn't matter, he's alive.
Jabs, can he run? Okay, they even killed Makoto. Paparazzi's looking for another. Hope you'll find him, but my god, JT. Pipe is pretty broken. But I cannot believe that he survives. They find another kill on Jabs. This game is brutal. Talon.
This has been a rough one.
What do they do? I think at this point now there's no hope to take fights unless you have triple BKBs, and then you can try to outnumber, but the number's just never there. They always just beans get over every single time. XG, they're playing this way too clean.
Next hour. We're just 19 minutes in now. And XG absolutely taking over the map here. Only a tier 2 left standing out on the map for Talon in the mid.
It's like as methodical as you can get really from XG. It's pretty much perfect plays. They even now, they bought a gem. So playing versus this Nyx, playing versus all these heroes that want to pick off, they're going to have this vision constantly. And soon, we're about to 20 minutes, Owen. Tormentors, they can just look to take away Talons as well.
They can absolutely go for both of them, yeah.
Yep.
No struggle about doing that at all for this sort of lineup.
Wait, what? Q? I mean, Q actually somehow stormed it back. Is that even gonna... is it really gonna even help that much more versus these super tanky cores? I don't know.
It's got so much HP and all these the resistances with the pipe.
This Tormentor. See you later. Quickly brought down. He gets lucky.
BKB
I mean, DY deserves
Ghost.
it. I like that.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Bottom tower is under
506,
attack.
position 5, Pugna. Yeah, not every day we sort of see a 5 Pugna do this well. DY.
Nope. It's on the rise. I think people are really recognizing. It's really like it's just all about the map. Seems to be a lot about just staying on the map more so than ever. And this hero just provides so much sustain, great damage, and he just got him buffed across the board. Like this Decrepify change is absurd. You don't increase magic damage taken on your allies. You provide extra healing. Life drain isn't based off of your damage anymore either, so you actually heal people better and everything too. It's incredible. So for JT.
Ooh, 23. He'll get the BKB off in time.
So Rupture stolen, but he should be able to walk out. That's a BKB forced, and they're still hunting Photo. Still in the area.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
Oh, Q. Okay, nice little sneak there. Does at least take away one of the Wisdom Runes, so they're going to get both Wisdom Runes at the least here, too, on the side. Small gains, but necessary ones. Is XG. Time for Roche. Next objective on the menu. Gotta take a little bit of time, though, because God's Strength is wearing off. See if Talon can find anything. How's the timing on Jabs looking? He's still pretty far away from him. That's probably their next big one. It's just having 3 BKBs and then trying to find some type of pickoffs. But it's about pickoffs, not straight team fights anyway. It's still very difficult for them to straight team fight with this lineup.
Roche, it's a quick Tormentor.
EK gets it.
Oh, and they're able to actually do it quick enough that the gate's still there to get back down to the bottom lane.
Oh, that is a blessing.
Very, very efficient there from that extreme.
They still have Rupture as well on Kaka, so the next fight, I mean, these fights are just still going to be so difficult. 23 is just going to get ruptured if they do look for an actual engagement on the side of Talon. And even though they do have these big, double BKBs, almost triple, their initiation is still lackluster because they don't have like a blink stun still at this moment. Mikoto, he's very close to having blink to at least get some type of initiation, but still very, very hard.
It's going to fall down to one of those sort of lasso into the base plays.
Lasso, Rupture, Glimpse.
Yep.
Do lots of damage with that or something. Get some type of pick off. Or yeah, just catch them when they're split up. I think that's going to be one of the biggest ones if they're able to do something like that.
Catch them when they're split up, and Fiend's Gate isn't.
And Fiend's Gate.
But that's what's happening, but at least with the few attempts we had earlier from Talon. They go on someone, they go on Ghost. It's just he brings in the backup.
It's just so hard because it's like, who do you gank? It's like if you want to gank the Underlord, but then the Underlord just puts the gate down to his teammates to bring him. This could be it. Let's see. JT, can they get him?
Alright, looks like they will. Very nicely done, Talon. Finding chance here. Take something away from XG.
23, I mean, he gets the last hit. Very important for him. He's got to get pretty much everything for himself. He's got BKB, almost Mjolnir, and he's got the Shard.
He has been doing fantastic, considering sort of how hard this game is and how everything else is going down around him.
Absolutely.
He's only died the once.
Jabs. His TP's on cooldown, 8 seconds.
Anyway, out here for Jabs. Fortunately for him, Ghost dealing way too much damage now. Level 18 on the Sven.
And DY just going to heal Kaka back up to full. And Kaka has a great spell stolen. Now with a Blink Dagger, he has a Concoction. He's got double ways to stun with initiation.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
23 needs more time. G. Looks like they really want to limit that time, of course, with the way that they're playing on the map. Looking for more. God's Strength is on cooldown, though. don't know if they can go for any type of base break just yet.
They're going to try and get a catch outside the base.
Looks like it.
Smoke up from XG.
Runsy. Maybe they will just try to brute force this. It's definitely possible.
He could just throw himself
Yeah,
into the
I think
base.
he's just going to do it.
There's definitely going to be a bit of a temptation to do so. They've got,
bait
look
for
at Kaka. He's going to be the one to go in. He's got the stolen concoction, throws it down onto Ollie, and just dismantle the Disruptor. They'll go for the lasso back here onto Kaka, and they will get it in return. Did expend the buyback here from Ollie. They get the glimpse back on the JG, but Paparazzi jumps to get the stun. 23. He'll be only going to be up, but he's only got to be he's trying to stand his ground. Is this really going to work for 23? It is not. He tries to stand his ground, but he's got no place there on the front of the fight against XG's damage right now.
Ghost.
Jabs.
Kibby's out.
Jabs can get something else. Throw the stun away. JT.
DY's here.
Ghost, he's down once.
Okay.
Not that ages, he's going to be back for round 2.
That's work.
Down JT, he kind of is it, Jabs. He's in with the BKB. He's going to look for JT for the second time round.
But the heals.
They're there again from DY. And Jabs, he can't do this on his own.
Oh, this Pugna is just doing way too much work. I mean, DY, perfect positioning.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
23 runs in, gets initially stunned, and he's just like, oh my god, I need to stand my ground, but it doesn't end up working.
Oh, he's in. Oh. He's going to get the stun on the two of them. Ghost. He just goes straight for Makoto, straight for Q. Q's gone. Makoto as well.
That's going to probably be the Rex.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
DY, he can continue to heal up his buddies.
We'll see the start of this. Oh, okay, this is towards the end of the cleanup. The Jabs he was doing a great job at attempting for, but with the backup dead, no way to sort of interrupt DY from just being able to save whoever Jabs tries to focus.
The bigger situation is just, 23 gets insta-stunned and literally almost dies before he gets the BKB off to turn anything.
Yeah.
You know, way too low to be able to stand his ground.
I mean, that was the thing as well. Even when he was low, there was signs of potential.
It was.
Like, he got low, but he was suddenly sort of in a situation where he was able to live sort of a few seconds longer and get some damage out in return. So you can only imagine that maybe if Talon can find some sort of fight where 23 does not get burst at the start and he's got a clean entry into it, the Bloodseeker might be able to do something. It's a very small chance though. This is a game 6-24, 15k down. A very, very difficult one for Talon to turn.
I wish he had some like auras or something though, right? Like imagine if they had like a solar crest and all these buffs to be able to throw onto him. It's just him standing his ground by himself because everybody has, they've built independently. That's like sometimes, the criticism for Jabs is he builds for himself a lot of times with these off later to be a carry. He's 0-8 this game.
Yeah, but he's got some farm and he's got a Radiance.
Sure.
My kind of out. He's having a great time.
I mean, it's his style.
He's nearly going to have his Blink Dagger. He's saying, lads, don't worry. He's going to soon be ready to carry the game.
Yeah.
Whether that's going to happen before the game's finished, we don't know. We'll see.
It's just his style, right? So there's always a criticism back and forth of what if and all these kind of things. But yeah, just at this game, of course, it probably wouldn't have meant the full change where it's like, oh, 23 is able to carry because he has some type of buff up or anything like that. But sometimes.
A full Daedalus on Ghost now. I mean, he's already been completely shredding people in these fights. Now he's got the full Daedalus on top of this Harpoon.
Jabs, he's gonna get away. A full AC also on Paparazzi. Oh, sorry, you just... full
No, I
AC
didn't.
on
No, I didn't.
And yeah, Daedalus on Sven, so they have very good item timings coming in together.
Okay.
You're talking about the crit. But it's the same kind of concept. Now they're even tankier.
He made so much damage.
Yep. Warcry,
Titan Sliver as well.
everyone's just
He'll take that
everyone's
right,
so
Ghost.
beefy.
Yeah, he will. He's gonna have insane damage now with the Ghost Strength.
Yeah. And DY, he's got a mech also, so he's building. Look at all the auras they've got. Like, it is definitely an aura meta. Even though last one was as well too, this one does feel like it has even more standing of it. Pipe, mech. They've got Lotus Orb too, which is great this game. Be able to deal with these single target spells and reflect back. And they're just massive at this point. Bloodseeker needs all the help he can get. They don't really have it. They literally don't even have a drums. Not even the supports. They're building for themselves.
Well, how many auras do they have?
On the side of XG, I mean, with Atrophy, Pipe, Mech, they have what, the 3-4 meter main one says Q.
Yeah, he'll tank the gap.
Kind of been his job the whole game.
Jabs, he's saving up money here. I mean, he's considering Blink. They are going to have a Blink pretty soon on their next assassin on Q. Obviously that death does slow it down a little bit. But maybe Jabs is thinking of something else.
I think they have to delete the backline. You have to kill DY. He's actually such a menace.
You know what would be the big brain play?
What's this?
I think you buy Manta and then you just push the waves out and just hope that you're going to buy more time for your Bloodseeker to get super farmed and then win the game.
Yeah, you take all his farm as well too that way.
Sure, you take his farm, but the game doesn't end. You just got to keep this game going.
That's
Talon wanna
absolutely
take the
true,
bait.
but...
If they can push this game another 40 minutes.
Ghost. They got a rupture. They're pulling him.
Oh, they've ruptured the lasso. That's a lot of damage. Ghost.
They got him.
He's dead.
Big
And there's
catch.
no, he gets a 3-man stun. He jabs up to the side. There's
Three-man
no
static.
Q with the 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this game ain't over. It's not over.
And that's a
Talon,
gem.
they're absolutely in with a chance on this one.
Mikoto, the dream grab.
I mean, they're absolutely... If they can make that happen just like that, they can do it again. I have no doubt in them.
They need one or two more.
They can do it again.
They
did that
absolutely
once.
can. One or two more of those.
And then they'll be in the lead.
Look at Mikoto. I mean, Ghost, he split away
I mean,
from his team. Why is he
And
left
look
the
at
five
this,
of them?
jabs, catches with the 3 of them, cues him with a follow-up.
Beautiful.
This game ain't over, ladies and gentlemen. Talon,
They're doing Talon things.
I think they just have to do that once more, and then I think they're going to win.
Yeah, maybe actually. Honestly, this Bloodseeker 23, he's level 20.
He, throughout it all, 23 Savage,
He's been farmed.
He's been playing really nicely.
Is under attack.
And Jabs' build will come, it will absolutely come to fruition.
What do you end up going for?
What did he go for?
He got a full AC. Okay.
Full AC.
I mean, that's an aura.
Well, there
I
we
like
go.
it. I like it. This is a good one. I like this one a lot.
That's my offlane.
There we go. That's enough. XG, that is a hard hit. What is that swing?
It's a huge hit.
What is it? It's
As I said, they get hit like that once more, they're going to be done.
15. It's a 7K plus swing, 8K swing.
Mm-hmm.
Massive. Yeah, they got the gem too, right? So now Nyx, Ollie, Q, he has the blink and he has gem to be able to catch in case he's not under vision. XG, they got to just stay together. They cannot. That is literally the best target I guess they could have found. It was Ghost when he separated from the 5 of them.
I mean, it really, Mikoto, he's had a tough game, but that one lasso, that sort of initiation, that makes up for it all.
Yep,
you know, just
makes up for everything.
Ripping the Sven away from his teammates, killing him off.
Kingsgate, they're setting up on top of it.
Oh, are they going to go back in?
Oh, are they going to?
Are they
Oh my
gonna
God, are they going to get it back here? Ghost.
They go back in. They go Ghost. Straight in and go again onto the Sven. He'll be able to get the BKB off, but Talon is in there able to take him out. Talon, it's going to be another cleanup for them, absolutely. As XG, they've got to run. They're not going to get the chance to. Paparazzi will be able to turn with the Dragon Tail stun. On to 23. Paparazzi's gone.
Oh my God, they're doing it.
I'm telling you, bro, it's over.
It's
XG,
over
they've lost it. This game, I don't know how XG regained control of this one.
I mean, Talon, what is... They actually just get everybody because they just TP back in. They knew. Oh my Lord, XG, what have you done?
I think this is rough. They knew, we knew, the viewers knew. I know that the viewers never gave up on Talon on this one.
You can never give up on Talon against the later stage.
This is their sort of game. It really is. Completely in their territory now. If I was XG, I would be terrified. You know, you just got 5-man team wiped. What are they saying to each other? Like, what's the plan now? Because everything that felt all kind of fine and dandy, it's not anymore.
It sure is.
It's not anymore. You see it there.
I mean, Jabs,
on the faces. I mean,
look at them. They're like,
what do we do?
Oh my God, I cannot.
There's no discussions being had here.
Oh, and they're gonna get rushed.
There's no plan B.
They're like, just Ghost, you can't be the first one caught. Stay near us, but that might have been too much damage done.
Illusion.
Talon absolutely in full control now.
Oh,
and Roche,
they are.
It's spawning right in front of them. The Rift, they're going right back in.
Excuse me.
That's JT, he's leading the charge. He's gonna let it Ghost go in last. Jabs, takes done.
23's ready to turn. They're gonna go for DY first. Get rid of him. No, the DY is going to get the grip fine time.
They got him again.
Down. They get the lasso on a Ghost. Honestly,
they've done it.
They probably won't call it, but they might call it. Because this is 3 back-to-back fights where they're just doing nothing for them. They're just dying.
5-man wipe, a 4-man wipe this time again.
Yeah, again.
And they chose this fight.
No.
They chose death.
Oh my Lord, Talon.
This is
Oh baby.
I think this has got to feel so rough for XG. And Talon.
This one they chose the fight though. This one they planned a little more though, right? They were like, okay, Underlord going first, Pugna afterwards, Jabs gets a 3-man stun, and they get Ghost again.
I mean,
they get the lasso rupture.
They get the cheese.
Oh boy.
I mean, I thought Fiend's Gate was an Underlord spell, but someone on Talon keeps making magic happen. He keeps just appearing in front of them. These heroes come in, all the heroes die. It's getting fast food delivery straight to them here, Talon. 2 times back to back.
Oh baby. 23's 9-2 now.
Yep.
Kept his cool. Chaos has worked.
XG's lineup, now they're playing from behind. What do they do?
From behind, this draft is incredibly tough to play. And they're playing into Refresher. Mikoto, he's gonna have 2 lassos every time.
Dyer's
How does Ghost play the fights?
Under attack.
They're even going to be the ones likely to claim the Tormentor here.
Looks like it.
Yep, they're going to get tier 2. Should be able to get that also. Oh boy.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, the reason why people always say you just can never count Talon out. Doesn't matter how tough the early game is or how solid the enemy strat looks like. I don't know they can build to that one point, and indeed this is why Jabs does what he does.
This is absolutely why
he does what he does. He knows. He knows that things are going to look crazy at the start. He just wants to get the farm himself. Because he knows all it takes. It's just one fight. One fight, and then everything starts to crumble for the enemy.
3 literal perfect fights. Back to back to back. Now where? Look at XG. They're like you said.
I mean, we saw it on the
cameras.
They don't know what do you do now?
The game plan is broken.
Do you do? Like you just know as a team that it feels really tough to play it out now from this spot that the Talon's put you in.
At this point now, you need to get your own gem, get another gem somehow, and make sure that you can somehow protect Ghost.
I'm seeing red.
But it's just not easy. Double rupture. There's gonna be what? Yeah, double lassos, 2 double ruptures even online 2, and they're playing into Aegis Cheese. 23. Starting to throw down the voice lines even.
They're feeling good right now.
They're setting up down bottom. They see Ghost. They see their target.
Dire are scanning.
She's item. What is the next item timing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody gets the Lincolns for Ghost. I don't know.
They're trying to build into another Lotus. I mean, they've been reflecting some of the spells anyway, but they need some type of extra thing to just block the spells from connecting on it. But they do have quite a bit of them to go through. They have double lasso. Let's have a look indeed. 2 minutes until Aegis does get reclaimed. Kaka, he's trying to get some farm. Wanting his Lotus, but it's not a Lincoln's. JT's actually the one who's got it queued up, and he's not very close to it. The board's now Ollie. Aeon Disc is finished. Q. How many levels of Dagon? This is almost a Dagon 5.
Jabs, he can start picking up the Basher into Abyssal next as well. He's got the money. Still holding on to the cheese for now.
High ground.
The Ags on Paparazzi.
Okay. I mean, he's a bit more survivable, but they're just going to target Ghost. That's the issue now.
They really get, whoever gets lassoed and ruptured will almost certainly die. Especially if 23 is able to sort of get into the center, fight off the BKB and just beat into them. Dealing out a lot of damage. It's not easy to kill with the sort of amount of sustain that he has coming out here with that shard.
Ghost has to play in the back. Super far back. They have to somehow get the initiation with Kaka or with Paparazzi to let him hit on these targets, but it's just not easy at this point.
No. Talon's sort of, as each minute passes, Talon's execution, it's going to get better and better.
Yep.
This is really the point where the game is absolutely in their hands right now, Talon.
Just for 1 more minute.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
His face. That's going to go in.
Look at the entrance. He's heading in. Who's he going to be able to find?
Himself, but he also has JT.
Makoto, he's him in the backup. We'll see if he wants to drop the lasso. He's waiting out the Lotus for now. Now, drop it now. Dragged by JT. Paparazzi's going to jump for it. He's in with the stall all in time. Big damage from Ghost for 23. He turns towards Ghost, but Ghost, he gets the crit. See round 2 here. Buybacks are coming in. They've got to try and there's the lasso. What the stunning on to 23. Stabbing 23. Can he get out of this one? The stolen lasso. Kaka. He's able to lasso 23. They're getting him low. They've taken him out.
They're back. Just like that. The stolen lasso, the positioning. Ghost, he's actually able to attack this fight. JT baits him.
And this was a buyback.
Oh boy.
Kiwi's got to get out, and he'll be able to TP away.
Ghost actually gets to attack in a fight.
I mean, a beautiful angle there. I don't know how many he was hitting with the cleave. At least 3 of them.
At least 3.
I mean, that's how they can still do it. If they get the setup, and if Ghost isn't the one to be jumped,
That should help.
Sven still hits very, very hard.
Pretty much, this time around, it's the perfect fight that they're able to get. Because JT, he baits. It does cost a buyback of the Underlord, but Paparazzi, I think he gets the instant stun, right? He got that stun onto the Batrider, onto the Bloodseeker right before the fight starts, and Ghost, he's just wailing away on him.
Let's see what they can get on the high ground push.
And Ghost, he's full committed to gold. He's attacking.
You think he spent up?
He sure did.
All right, he spent up.
Yeah, as you said, right, they do want to play a little bit for timing.
Sure, they want to play this game up. They do not want to leave the risk of this game going any longer. XG, they want to shut it down now.
Not versus the Talon. Chaos.
See see if they get a chance to get close to shutting it down. They're trying to finish off these mid-racks.
There's still a stolen lasso as well, so it's terrifying for anyone on Talon to step up.
Yeah, Kaka played that last fight perfectly, just locking down 23 on his second life. There's smoke, they're going to hang around here, look for the jump.
The lasso.
Yes, he might not be prepared.
Oh, whoopsie.
Okay, Kaka goes in, but not quite with the surprise element that he may have hoped for.
Got to get
They won't get anything with this one.
Respawns were coming out anyway. Could have actually just been a throw again there.
Ghost doing well as well. He's got what his tricks to cloak. That's also making it a bit tougher for them to sort of take him down if they get the jump on him. Or if they find the chance to get the jump on him.
Helps for his positioning too. Pretty important. Back and forth we go.
Love it.
They need to just play those fights with positioning, and now I think JT, he did use buyback, but it looks like he is going to be farming up, or has his Aeon Disc finished, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Aeon Disc is done, so I think, yep, acts as the frontliner. As long as he can just tank those spells, allow Ghost to get positioning.
I mean, that's what, yeah.
If Ghost gets jumped, though, they're screwed.
Yes.
He cannot get jumped.
No. And he needs sort of Talon to sort of gravitate around one of XG's heroes so he can get in with these jumps and just get that insane amount of physical burst off on multiple heroes with that cleave, with that god strength at the start of a fight. Which is not easy to do, but they've done it once.
Yep.
Can do it again.
Another big neutral items. I mean, JT, that's another big one. He did get Timeless Relic. They have a Trickster Cloak also on Paparazzi for positioning. So Ogre Steel Totem on the Pugna. Rubik has Ceremonial Robe. Very impactful one. I mean, this status boost is definitely pretty massive for these type of disables that can come out on the side of Talon. At 23, he's got the Ninja Gear, probably one of the best items in this patch still currently.
Trying to get his Nullifier.
They haven't actually gotten any other really massive neutral items for them just yet. Jabs is holding onto the Penta, but that's about it. They don't have the same equivalency of these kind of amazing tier 4s.
See if Talon want to spend up themselves or if they will hold on to the buybacks.
I think they probably want to hold on to buybacks.
Yeah, I mean, the jump burst is definitely something that they've got to be prepared to deal with, especially if they're playing these sort of stages of the game and a little split up. Someone gets jumped, they'll get instantly cleaned up here really by the bursters Ghost.
How much is the buyback? 400 left for Ghost.
Okay.
Soon he's going to have that extra element to play a little more recklessly, but still it's the same concept. Has to stay in the back lines, has to let his teammates bait the jumps and bait everything so that he can jump in and finish off and just focus fire this Bloodseeker. They now have a Nullifier, so for the Alchemist, this is actually very important to be able to deal with this Warcry and stuff like that. All this plus armor going to be removed.
Yeah, do you like that from Jabs rather than the Abyssal that he was originally thinking about?
Definitely.
Yep.
And it's also just like, it's everything. It's Decrepify, it's Warcry, it's all these different type of things that is going to be really beneficial for, so.
And I want to look for the Roshan here, XG.
I actually really like the way that Jabs itemized after he went for his own greedy items. He went for very selfless items to help out the team. The AC, the Nullifier, super important.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
How long on Roach? 1 minute. He's staying clustered. Ghost trying to stay. I mean, look at he's staying so far back behind everybody. He has to.
Ghost.
Tense game.
It really is.
Still be anybody's, as we've seen. Talon, some beautiful jumps. Brought them 3 jumps in a row that they did. Pretty much that was
3 jumps in a row that were fantastic, and that 1 jump from XG.
And 23.
Put Talon sort of back in their place for a little bit.
Yeah. 23 has hit 25. So 2 Disruptor charges are online. So now, yeah, he can definitely throw it. As long as he sees the Sven, that's going to be the important thing.
Vision's going to be very important.
Yep. Vision and the initial jumps are going to be absolutely crucial. JT uses Fiend's Gate to push out top. Quick little situation, though.
Talon, they're going to know that XG's trying to set up for the Roshan.
Yep, it is back up. And this is the Aghanims.
And they want to get over there. They want to get here, Talon. They want to go for this fight.
I mean, Ghost, it's the question, you have to save God Strength for the fight.
Yeah, you don't want to pop for the Roshan.
Super fast.
This is going to give Talon time to get there.
They know this is coming.
I mean, Dakota Flame break the wave, so they know that he's around.
He warded as well now, too.
They're playing from the high ground here by the portal, by the Twin Gate.
JT and Paparazzi, they're just they're standing on the high ground. They're trying to just get that information to allow Ghost to go.
Should know that they're probably up at Ghost. Look at Ghost's positioning as well. He's in the trees.
He knows.
Dakota's in! Paparazzi. He's going to get the jump. They're going to try and go all in onto the DK. Karaka jumps forward. See if they can take Paparazzi out. Ghost. He's in over towards the Nixon's anti-Q's. They're going to get the spike carrier.
Buybacks coming in. They're teleporting on the
Immediately,
outpost.
with the three of them, these buybacks, we'll see if they can catch Talon now on the retreat. It's Talon, they're backing off.
23. Ninja geared up. He's hiding. He's getting to cut them off.
They get 23. Oh, they get 23. Okay, they get the biggest one. He's going to try for the TP out, but he's not going to get away.
He has buyback.
He's got 100 seconds, he's out. I mean, this should give XG the chance to get back towards the Roshan.
Yeah, they don't want to. I don't think they're going to want to buy back the Bloodseeker to run all the way over there. It costs them the big 3, though.
No.
Kaka, he dies instantly. Did you see that? He got one-shotted from the Nyx assassin.
Wait, was it actually a one-shot?
It was a one-shot from the Nyx. He jumped in to try to counter-initiate and just got deleted.
Wow.
The power of Nyx. Rosh, 20 seconds until he moves. Will they kill it in time? They should.
Who's taking this? Ghost.
You just give everything to Ghost, right?
Ghost stages. Who got the Ags?
No,
Kaka?
wait, they give Kaka the... Oh, my lord.
Well, you wanna give it to the Rubik here?
Okay, I mean, the potential for him is massive if he can get those type of godly steals, but...
I mean, what would the godly steal be? What's he looking for, Kaka, now?
I mean, a lasso. Yeah. If he gets a double lasso play, it could just be game-changing. Same thing for a static storm.
I mean, look at this
those are very unlikely, though.
Solid way that Talon's started this right.
Look, bye-bye. Deleted right on the bottom side of the fight. Then they kite Ghost into an awkward position.
Did. Ghost couldn't quite finish off that kill and then just gets sort of stuck at the edge of the map. 23 is able to sort of sandwich him in. And obviously leads that fight where they were able to take 3 heroes down, and XG had to use 3 buybacks. XG back in play, of course, though, did get that kill on 23. Get the Roshan, get the Aegis, Cheese on both Ghost and Paparazzi respectively, and then the Agnims on Cat. Look at the Tormentor.
It's good patience, though, from 23, not like panicking, using his buyback or anything like that.
Mean, yeah,
he still has 6k gold. He's coming back into play, and they're gonna have the numbers this next fight. They're gonna have, it looks like all 5 buybacks on the side of Talon, so they will be able to outnumber Talon if they get these dream jumps. And we've seen the jumps still pretty much are everything if they find Ghost.
Q and Makoto, they're stepping out a little bit here.
Okay, Aeon disc on Makoto now, so he's got a bit more protection to be able to lead the charge.
40 seconds until his refresher then. Why knows? Ghost is by his side too, so Q is not going to try and tempt fate.
This game is absolutely crazy.
This is one of the funnest ones we've had so far, at least that we've got to witness. This is fantastic stuff. There's been a great bit of back and forth. Talon.
Let's see if Kaka's Ags actually ends up doing much of anything, because he might just get deleted by the Nyx assassin again, right? Like, he could just instantly die like we saw last time.
That is true, and that's a decent amount of investment that you put into a hero that could immediately wiped from the fight.
You get the scan. They're in a smoke. The scan is connecting.
They know they're here.
Talon.
Talon has the high ground.
They sure do. Kodo, who does he find?
23 David is going to try and jump straight to all the backlines, but not Paparazzi. He's noticed it with the lasso, so Makoto's held position himself and put the refresher. He's going to kite out Ghost. They're just keeping their distance from this Sven. There was the God Strength here from Ghost, so as long as they can sort of wait this out, Talon, they'll be happy with this.
That was an arcane rune as well, too, for the lasso refresher, so it's going to come back, I mean, not super soon, but 2 minutes. That was also a reflected lasso with an Aghanim's, because, you know, Paparazzi has an Aghanim's, it was Lotus, so reflected actually catches the heroes.
They're going to try and get as much as they can get done with this God Strength, maybe just some damage into the high ground, but the fortification will be popped immediately from Talon.
It's a scary place to go up here. Versus this Batrider. They're going to opt against it. God Strength is gone.
Dangerous territory here, but he's given fantastic information.
Yep. Buybacks, 4 minutes on those 3. JT, is back available on the Underlord. Can jump right back into the fight, so he can be that bait.
Sure, but the fact that they've still got the 3 on cooldown makes
they got to be careful. Yeah,
a very, very scary moment still for XG, despite being the team of Aegis and Cheese.
They just have to, every single time, they absolutely need God Strength in every single one of the fights. Ghost, he does not do pretty much any damage without it. Yeah, I mean, same thing. Positioning and cooldowns, super reliant.
And I think 23, he's just, he's closing in on having the money to get that Skadi finished and still have the buyback.
And looking at the items from XG, they are very close to having Lincolns on the Pugna at the very least. So they're going to have more and more answers to deal with these lassos, ruptures, etc. That's been really tripping up Ghost.
Makoto. Safe for now. The Stones are on the way of JT, but Makoto in trouble. They've got a 2k crit coming out there from Ghost.
He's got buyback and refreshers up in 15 seconds. But Kaka, that's why you give him the Ags. Instantly turns the initiation.
Jabs. Concoction. dodge it, but ends up drawing sort of the stun in deeper. Ghost going to try and again just get as much done as he can with the Scotch. 23's been caught! He does find out what the BKB is going to go straight towards the Sven. Bashes it in and trying to bring Ghost down, and they will. That's the Aegis gone. He's now attempting to stand his ground against JT, but 23's in trouble. He's falling so low. He's gone. He's got buyback available. They use it immediately. The triple buyback coming out from all three cores of Talon. Flips back onto Paparazzi Makoto. PKB jabs as he throws the concoction from the side, but he's not going to have vision upon them. XG, they'll back off themselves now. Successfully baited out sort of the 3 buyback response there from Talon.
They hit
Quick
hard.
trip back to base here to refuel. Maybe XG can look to strike again now that those buybacks have already been used here from Talon.
They're still so tanky. I mean, 23, he's sure he can bring them down once, but then the respawn and now Q. Oh, I don't think he expected them to come back that quick.
No, he didn't. He didn't expect the Fiendscape play.
And then Lincoln's now, I believe it's coming out for the Sven. Ghost, he's starting, he has one, and the Pugna also does. They're going to start throwing multiple Lincolns and Lotuses onto each other.
Okay.
JT, he almost pretty much, he has one done if he gets to commit the gold. We're starting to get more and more answers for these single target spells. Scotty, Urchist. Final hurrah for 23. Everything is, I mean, everything's on Makoto, but it's so difficult versus this Rubik who just, he literally always has lasso.
He's always going to be ready to react to Kaka.
His cast range too, the telescope, very impactful.
Buyback from Q. Axe coming out here, who's he giving them to?
It's just going to be the Static Storm. I'd imagine it's Ollie. Yeah. So they got Ag Static Storm, so this is another one that could just completely change the tides if they're able to get that initiation onto multiple heroes.
He's so careful when trying to push out these waves though, because XG, they could be ready to jump at any moment. Back to an 11k lead now for XG. Has sort of an excellent mid-game comeback from Talon, and now sort of this turn to sort of the lead that XG have had.
And now, I mean, the itemization it's pretty crucial, right? Like, they were able to, I mean, weather the storm of after messing up 3 fights in a row, putting JT on the front lines. His itemization became really important, and now these multiple Lincolns, the layers are starting to get more and more
Rune as
difficult
well
for
in for
Talon.
Ghost.
Oh boy.
Grab that bad boy.
Dire are scanning.
Here we go.
Now he doesn't need the God Strength for the fight. He can actually have this plus the God Strength.
I mean, are they just going to wait for the 52 minutes to get the double rune? No, okay.
No.
He'll take it now.
They want to take any type of advantage of these cooldowns.
Yep.
These buybacks.
5 minutes where 4 members of Talon do not have buyback. And as you can see, the buyback status for XG, it's going to be pretty fine.
It's also only
a
one
little bit
last
short
shot
on the
right now.
gold, but everything's up on the cooldowns.
Yeah, let's see if they do, if they know the timing for the refresher. It's 30 seconds on Makoto. Probably too difficult to keep track of these 5,000 timings that you need to do in the game at this point. Can 23 do enough damage to deal with all these layers?
As long as Ghost is controlled,
As long as Ghost is controlled,
I think
perhaps.
23's got a solid chance. But if Ghost is not controlled, he will kill everyone.
Sure will.
During the Scott strike.
And yeah, as I said, it's just difficult versus all these Lincolns. JT still hasn't bought his, but they still already have 2 protections. And around the Tormentor. JT's. Yeah. I think that's everybody's now, right? Be all 5. So the next one, if they want to do it, just going to give that golden XP. Still does matter. Not as much, though. Now I'm stuck inside the base with the buybacks.
But you would imagine, this 4-minute window, you'd imagine XG want to try and do something.
It's just scary, because that's also like, okay, guys,
Sure,
Roche could be
every minute.
spawning. Like, Roche could be spawned right now. Could just be coming up almost immediately.
True.
1 minute left on it.
Waiting for Roche may indeed be the sensible
might be the play.
Because then you're still going to have time outside of that to push high ground where Talon do not have the buybacks.
And JT, I mean, he might be able to have the goal to buy his full Lincoln Sphere and have buyback pretty soon as well, too, so.
Okay.
Gaining more strength on XG. I've been checking healing Lotus status as well, too, just in case.
yes. Was anybody...
I mean, I saw Talon was holding on to a bunch of them, but I think they used a lot of them in one of the
Yeah,
fights.
I think the block of cheese dream is dead.
No. Will we get a single block of cheese in this tournament? I wonder.
We definitely.
I mean, we'll see. I
There's
don't know.
so many games. One of them, it's got to happen.
I hope so. I feel like it's unlikely because there's just in pubs it's like, yeah, we're ahead, you know, we're chilling, just get the healing. In pubs, in these games, it's just like, oh my god, what's going on? Every 7 minutes, this, that, boom. There's 400 different timings that you need to always think about besides just the opponent's cooldowns and whatnot. So I feel like it's really difficult in pro games to get that.
True. I mean, because I guess the thing is in a pro game is like, realistically, will there be situations where the strat is to kind of stock your Lotuses up and go for the block of cheese, or would that just be griefing?
I think it would probably be one of those like 80-minute games.
Sure, when it's
just like, all right, they're stuck in the base for 20-something minutes, you know, and they're just able to sit back and gather 27 minutes of healing Lotuses, but I think it's definitely difficult in most. Roche.
Okay, they're gonna.
It's time. Jam,
gonna be
it's
able
in
to
the
go
pit.
for this.
Scouts
I
it.
don't think Talon want to come out and contest this.
Okay, they've got 28 seconds to kill it before it switches sides.
Oh, easy.
Negative.
He's taking the Agnums.
It's a scary Ghost in particular, right? Like I always wanted to
throw himself in.
What if he just goes into found? Oh, and I think well, he might switch sides.
No, they'll have it. They'll have it. Wait, will it? Oh, that's close.
I mean, he has to walk right through them. Guess they're just gonna give it a JT. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Maybe he's contemplating, but yeah, he'll take it. Yeah, the pit, I mean, it is pretty nice. It does apply movement slow, so.
Two of them now with the cheeses hit, Paparazzi and JT. So not only these heroes that have all these sort of items to be able to save themselves from being jumped, and if they do get jumped, high chance they get off this burst heal and survive through.
There's a pretty big rune in bottom side too. This is probably, in my opinion now, late game, this is probably the second best rune. It's DD and shield rune. The shield, it lasts forever. It's 75 seconds.
75, and look at 50%
the
of your max HP. Who's got the biggest HP right now? Paparazzi.
I mean, Ghost and Paparazzi are pretty much identical, so that would be, yeah, they would have like 7,700 HP or something like that. Well, they scout it though.
No, 66. Come on, get your mushroom.
What? It's 50% of your max HP.
Yeah, 4,400 plus 2,200 is 6,600.
That was absolutely right. My math is terrible.
I think you confuse yourself with the 75 seconds, thinking like 75.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, that's what happened.
Then if it was 75%,
yeah, no, that's exactly it.
Be honest, the numbers.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
You, man.
56 minutes in. I mean, this game's been just a brilliant kind of back and forth. We had a great mid-game comeback from Talon, and then a fantastic comeback after that from XG. And now leads us to this point where XG, they want to end it, but it's not easy. And honestly, it's not going to get easier because 50 seconds or so, and these big buybacks from Talon, they will be back online. At 23, he's quite a bit of gold short.
They do have... The one problem is that they have so many different protections that it's kind of complicated for the side of Talon to get the jumps in order to break the Lincolns, avoid the Lotuses, not lasso yourself, not give lasso also, because we've seen Kaka now get it multiple times, which have turned the tide. It's complicated for sure for the side of Talon.
I mean...
Possible, but complicated. And actually, you know what? 23, he actually spends his gold out.
And that's what I say, yeah, 2,500 short of the buyback.
Yeah, so they're going in.
Jabs and Mikoto, they will have that buyback.
They will.
So 23, find some money.
And let's see if Ollie's able to land some like multi-hero static storm as well too, because that could just also be a massive answer. Not allow some of these heroes to get their cheeses off, their auras, etc.
Yeah.
Disable type of all these items, of course, with that ag static storm. Who knows? XG in a comfortable spot.
Jabs, what's he going to do with this next Aghanims?
Do you just give it to 23?
I think you give it to 23, right?
Give
Blood
it
Mist?
to 23. Do they even know what it does, though?
Do you even know what it is?
Hey, it feels a lot. It gives you a shield, too.
I mean, I think you put it on 20. You get that 23.
Yeah, but he needs buyback. So likely to be able to try to farm that first before he does at least buy it.
Wait, if he gets just enough buyback gold and then gets given an Ags, does it grief his buyback? Does he then need more money to compensate for the increased net worth?
Who, 23?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to get buyback.
He's just not going to get it. 2,400 gold short.
Starting to push. What? Lincoln's.
Some hits in onto the melee racks now, Paparazzi.
That's one Lincoln's broken.
Trying to mess with him with a spike carapace. Oh, there's the rupture. Mikoto tries for it, but he doesn't find it.
There's too many Lincolns. There's just another one. It's 3 Lincolns.
He can't commit with the lasso. Paparazzi continuing the push here from the low ground. Again, spike carapace into the stun.
Okay.
Slowing it down a bit.
They get the rupture on him, but he's just getting healed. Look at DY. Portable fountain.
And up with the fortification. Slows them down a bit. They're doing their best here to try and make as much time possible to take this melee racks down in queue. Spike carapace. It's melee racks. It's gone.
Radiant's
G able to proceed.
Can't stop this.
And the Lincoln try.
Radiant's
to get it. And Xeon just will get propped.
He's got
The
refresh.
mega creeps out now for XG.
The layers of Lincolns, it's too much, Owen. Reminiscent of TI, of course, just buy 3 Lincolns. And I mean, they're so farmed now. They all got their buyback ready here on XG. Everyone but the Pugna, but DY, he's been the one most careful with his positioning in this game on pretty much on both sides.
I mean, there really is so much that they can do against Makoto trying to get the grab on them. So, you know, we've got to remember, if we do somehow see Makoto get in and lasso and be able to drag someone back, then Talon have sort of made a miracle happen.
Yep. And I mean, there's going to be more layers on. Kaka, he's going to have Lincoln soon too also. So they're going to have what?
True.
Is it going to be like 5 Lincolns? It feels like it might be, because actually Paparazzi, he's going to go more for his itemization. But I thought there was potential of him going for one also.
I think they know this courier's coming out here, so we'll see if Jabs is able to get away with it. I don't think he is.
Has been killed.
It's not going to be a safe trip for the courier. The courier goes down.
All right.
Aghanims will not be easy for Jabs to achieve, despite having more than enough gold for it.
Okay, that's just JT being JT. I was like,
Oh my lord! Wait, he nearly put it in the fountain, right?
He's cutting off their retreat.
Okay. I'm gonna spook him a bit.
Yeah, but he's still so far from buyback on the Bloodseeker. They just can't jump. They can't get a catch in XG. They're just keeping them trapped in there.
Buyback situation. Still a couple short on Talon. DY on XG that hasn't got his at the moment. 60 minutes.
60 minutes. Giant string. Let's see who's gonna get it.
Who's gonna get the?
Is it gonna be a big dragon?
Let's see what XG can find.
Paparazzi. Hey, guys, get the giant ring.
Stitchy and Deso as well. Does he want that one, Ghost? He does.
Yes, absolutely.
All out damage.
I guess he didn't get a giant ring. See what other ones they can find. Mikoto, he's trying to sneak out. Gets found immediately. Careful, has to run. Ghost.
Yeah, Xeon just still on cooldown for 40 seconds. He does not want to mess around with Extreme Gaming right now.
What's the next tier 5 they'll get? Gonna come out on the courier. Let's see what Kaka gets blessed with. Will it be a Seer Stone? They're gonna Fiend's Gate to the other side to claim more tier 5 neutral.
Yeah, get these tier 5s.
Another one dropped. UI. Force Boots. That's a good one too. Yep.
And you can use it on your allies, right?
You can use it on allies. We absolutely know that now.
Even though it doesn't say it right.
It does not say it on the tooltip.
It does not say it.
But it has been existing since 7.28. It's been
So it's intended.
Yeah, it's intended. We're just dumb the other day.
It
was a crazy.
I was just reading. I trusted the
Analysts should know everything. Bear shield on Kaka. All right, another Lincoln's.
Another. And the base is in trouble.
He's hitting tier 4s.
Tier 4s are going down. They got to do something soon here. Talon.
Carapace.
Yes, he's going to get in. What is the other he's trying to? He goes straight for Ghost. Now he's got back on Ghost. He's going to take Jabs down and pretty much 4 right clicks. Makoto's got it on the back line.
Lasso.
He'll go for the lasso, but the Eel Disc is supposed to flip that infection. 23's going for Paparazzi, and he's kind of doing it. Paparazzi getting very, very low here. They've taken him down. They find Paparazzi. Makoto's going to finish off DY. Ghost turns, takes out Q. And Lasso's there. Makoto's got the drag back onto Ghost, and he's able to get away with the blink. Makoto stays alive.
Okay.
DY's coming with the buyback.
They don't have their Nyx though. He's short buyback. Okay, he'll have it at 10 gold. The base, the Megas, they're coming in.
Paparazzi out for 100. He has got buyback.
Okay.
But I mean, he could consider it to try and end the game, but again, it's getting risky because look at 23, 400 gold, and he will have his buyback.
Okay.
Level 27. The tier 4s are gone though, so definitely moments where XG, they may be able to sort of just focus down the Ancient. If Talon's not prepared. Fortification, it was used right, they don't have fortification. 30 seconds actually. 30 seconds, Talon will have Glyph back up.
XG's not playing any, like, they're not like panicking or anything. Paparazzi's like, I'm dead. I'm not gonna buy back right now. I'm chilling, guys. Like, just farm it up.
If he buys back, that would be a huge risk. Huge risk right now because of the fact that everybody's buyback situation it's getting good again.
Tormentor, more money.
Jabs and DY. They will not have it available for the next fight. Everybody else is good. Did Jabs actually get to buy his next Aghanims? He did not.
He did not yet. He hasn't been able to get it.
He's trying again now.
He just
to get the courier out. We'll see if the courier mission is successful this time.
Looks like it will. Looks like it will be. And they do get outside and get themselves neutral items also. Mikoto, he got Ex Machina.
Go get that point booster. There it is. Point boosters there. Jabs mission success.
Who else got a...
Yeah, it's left now.
Oh, thank you.
trying to check?
No, I was trying to see if there was another Ex Machina, but it looks like it wasn't. It's just one on Mikoto at the moment. And he's trying to farm Ancients. He should be able to find another tier token.
Does he get another one?
Yep. What is it going to be? Jabs, he's checking.
I mean, that...
It was okay, yeah, okay. It wasn't a secondary Ex Machina on 23. Sorry. So they do have 2 Ex Machinas on the side of Talon.
It's a good item.
And they have a Pirate
and they've done another one.
So pretty damn good one.
And there's the Axe. Who's he giving it to?
Gives it to the Knicks. So we've got Burrow now on here. All right. I mean, that's definitely...
Let's have a look what Q gets from his tier 5. What did he get? He's checking it out right now, and he's going to go with... He's thinking about it, but he's really thinking.
It's nice. I mean, he's going to get Seer Stone. Does he get less than Seer Stone?
He's definitely thinking hard about it. Meanwhile, next year they'll get the Roach.
Another Roach, yep.
Who still needs the Axe? Well, I guess Sven does. Ghost does.
Maybe the DY, though?
I don't think he wants the Axe. Oh, he does. He'll take his time.
I mean, DY isn't using offensive left drains really at all. He's using it only on allies. And Q, what did he get? He did get Seer Stone.
He went
all right. So he's just burrowed at the fountain. Look at that stun range.
I mean, the range. He's got Seer Stone and he's got Aetherland and he's got the burrow. So it's going to be massive. Okay. It's going to be from the Ancient, pretty much straight down towards the. Did it reach the stairs?
It pretty much does. Pretty close.
We'll see if he drops it on this creep wave as it steps up.
Quite close.
Maybe he's setting up in a different position.
He's like, ooh, I don't like that spot. Too close.
Did spend up it, so actually he's fallen short of the buyback.
Oh my god. Did you see Kaka, by the way? I mean, there's so much shit. Kaka has a nullifier, so now they have a way to get the jump.
But it's the BKB there. Reaction for 23, he's able to turn, get the rupture off. Done. I mean, Dewey catches the 2 of them. Yes, Paprati goes 23 trying to stand back in, but 23's in trouble. Ghost is in on top of the 23 turn. He's got the bashes. He's trying to come in on to Ghost. 23 falls, though. He's out of the game for 2 minutes. Jab gets it on the back line. They're taking out D1. They're taking out JT. 23. He's in with the buyback. The buyback here from JT. The Fiend's gaining over. 23 pops the BKB. Who's going to go for 30? He's going to look towards Ghost. He's in with the Abyssal Blade. Paprati jumps across. 23 commits with the BKB. They're going to be on takedown. Ghost. 23 takes him out. Another buyback coming into play. 23 trying to TP back to the safety of the base. He'll manage to do so. He TP's out of their jabs. He'll heal up in the fountain. He'll survive. Mikoto. Look for Paparazzi. Mikoto. Eon just provides him some safety, but he gets taken off by the nullifier. Kaka looking to finish up Mikoto with the help of Genji. They can. Jump forward from Ghost here over towards the Nixon standing. Q's got a Q. He still has buyback. The Ancient's falling low. Mikoto's in with the BKB Q. He's able to bar up. They're trying to control JT. Paparazzi with the BKB tries to finish the Ancient, but the fortification's there. JT as well trying to close things up. But it's Q. Wants to go. Ghost trying to end it. 23. Needs to get the